Have you ever felt that unsettling feeling deep in the woods? Like you're not just lost, but being watched? That's exactly where my story begins. I'm an experienced hiker, or at least I thought I was. The Appalachian Trail was supposed to be a challenge, a journey of self-discovery. It turned into a nightmare. It started subtly. The trail markers vanished. My compass spun wildly, useless. The dense canopy of leaves overhead blocked out the sun, plunging the forest into a premature twilight. Panic, cold and sharp, began to set in. I was officially lost. For 2 days, I wandered, my supplies dwindling, my hope fading with the daylight. The nights were the worst. The woods came alive with sounds. I could not identify snapping twigs that were too heavy for any normal animal, and a low, guttural chattering that seemed to echo from the very ground beneath my feet. On the 3rd day, desperate and exhausted, I stumbled upon it. A gaping hole in the side of a moss-covered hill, almost perfectly circular, like a wound in the earth. It wasn't a natural cave. The entrance was too smooth, too deliberate. A strange metallic smell, like rust and decay, wafted out from the darkness. Against my better judgment, I clicked on my headlamp and stepped inside. The tunnel was tight, claustrophobic. The walls weren't rock. They felt strangely organic, slick and pulsating, almost like the inside of a throat. The chattering sound was louder in here, closer. I pushed forward, driven by a morbid curiosity and a desperate hope that this might be a shortcut back to civilization. The main tunnel branched into a labyrinth of smaller passages. Strange symbols were carved into the walls. Not human, something far more ancient and disturbing. That's when I saw the first one. Peeking from a side tunnel, its silhouette was just on the edge of my headlamp's beam. It was humanoid, but wrong. Its limbs were too long, its skin pale and translucent, its eyes massive, black orbs that reflected no light. It didn't have a mouth, just a gaping hole where one should be, from which that awful chattering sound emanated. It saw me. The chattering stopped, replaced by a high-pitched shriek that vibrated through my bones. Suddenly, more of them appeared, pouring out of the darkness, their long, spindly fingers scraping against the tunnel walls. I ran. I sprinted back the way I came, their horrifying shrieks echoing behind me, getting closer and closer. The entrance was just ahead, a sliver of hope. But they were faster. Something grabbed my leg, its grip like iron. I fell hard, my headlamp skittering across the floor, plunging me into near total darkness. I was dragged back into the labyrinth, screaming. My camera, still recording, was knocked from my hand. The last thing it captured was the sight of their pale faces leaning in, their black, empty eyes filling the frame. This footage was recovered from a memory card found near an unmarked trailhead a year later. I was never seen again. They're still out there, in the deep, dark places of the world, waiting in their tunnels. So the next time you go for a walk in the woods, and you feel that prickle on the back of your neck, don't ignore it. Turn back. Run. Because you never know what's watching from the shadows, waiting for you to get just a little bit lost. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy stories that explore the unknown, make sure to subscribe. Stay safe out there